In a shocking turn of events that has sent ripples across the nation, the tragic death of a prominent South African minister has unveiled a tale of scandal, betrayal, and dangerous obsession. The politician, once celebrated for his decades of service and public dedication, reportedly spent his final hours entangled in a turbulent love triangle, a situation that would ultimately prove fatal. Sources close to the minister have painted a vivid picture of tension and secrecy in the days leading up to his death. According to insiders, the minister had been juggling a high-profile marriage with a private affair, creating a volatile environment that was rife with jealousy, resentment, and simmering anger. Friends and aides describe a man torn between duty, desire, and domestic pressure, with emotions that were escalating dangerously as the days went on. The love triangle, as investigators suggest, involved the minister's wife, a young political aide, and the minister himself. Tensions reportedly reached a breaking point after the wife discovered communications between the minister and his alleged mistress, which included messages, photos, and secret meetings. Sources say she felt humiliated and betrayed, emotions that some believe culminated in the fatal confrontation that would shock the nation. Eyewitnesses claim that in the hours before the tragedy, the minister had been meeting with his aide in what appeared to be a confidential discussion about their future. Meanwhile, his wife was reportedly aware of the rendezvous and had been planning an encounter of her own, fueled by anger and years of pent-up frustration. "It was a powder keg waiting to explode," said one family friend, who spoke on condition of anonymity. Everyone knew something was off. The tension was unbearable, and no one could predict what would happen next. The night of the incident reportedly involved a confrontation in the minister's private residence. While the exact sequence of events remains under investigation, sources suggest there were heated arguments, threats, and a struggle that ended in tragedy. Police reports have indicated evidence of physical altercation, although official confirmation of foul play is still pending. The shocking aspect, investigators say, is that this was not a random act of violence. It appears to have been a direct result of the interpersonal betrayal that had been building over weeks. Adding to the intrigue is the public reaction. Social media has exploded with speculation, as citizens debate whether this was a crime of passion, a premeditated act, or the tragic result of a system of secrets and lies that ran deeper than anyone realized. Some political analysts argue that the scandal exposes not just personal failings, but also the intense pressures of public life, where private indiscretions can intersect with professional power in deadly ways. The alleged mistress has reportedly gone into hiding, while the minister's wife is facing scrutiny from both the public and law enforcement. Friends and family describe the minister as a man who, despite his public image, struggled with his own emotions and choices. "He was a brilliant mind, but his personal life was complicated," said a close aide. "Sometimes, the people closest to you can hurt you the most." As authorities continue to piece together phone records, witness statements, and forensic evidence, one thing is clear: the minister's final hours were consumed by betrayal, jealousy, and mounting tension. What began as a personal conflict spiraled into a fatal encounter, leaving a once respected figure gone, and a nation grappling with the shocking reality of what happens when love, power, and revenge collide. The story serves as a grim reminder of how private entanglements can have catastrophic public consequences, especially when mixed with power and prestige. While investigations continue, the public remains captivated, horrified, and deeply divided over who bears the ultimate responsibility for the death: the betrayed, the secret lover, or the politician himself, whose decisions set this deadly chain of events into motion. The love triangle that led to murder has exposed a side of political life rarely seen by the public: raw human emotion, hidden desires, and the tragic outcomes that can occur when passion turns lethal. For now, the nation watches, waiting for answers, and reflecting on how betrayal and secrecy can escalate into a tragedy that no one could have predicted.